and welcome to episode number 35 of the Golf Front Podcast. My name is Brett Bevilacqua. I'm a realtor with Carolina Property Sales in Southern Pines, North Carolina. Every Monday, I release a new episode profiling one of the over 60 fantastic golf courses located in the Sandhills of North Carolina. This is the place to live if you live to play golf. We continue with the Pinehurst Resort. This week, we play what many consider to be the best course in the Sandhills, Pinehurst No.8. We just had the U.S. Kids Golf World Championship in town, and the 12-year-old boys played Pinehurst No.8 over the course of 3 days. The low round was 65. Don't let that fool you, because most players walk off this course in the 80s, 90s, or even worse. Pinehurst No.8 is a true test of golf skill. It has all the elements of the other Pinehurst Resort courses, and then some. It plays long. Due to some elevation changes, it plays about 200 yards longer than the scorecard. Depending on pin placement, it can play a full 5 strokes tougher week to week. There are a number of greens on the course, which, by the way, like 8 of the 9 resort courses are Bermuda, that will have you scratching your head and questioning your ability to read greens. Greens can run about 13 on the stimp meter with the grain and about 9 against the grain on the same day. It has some devilishly long par 5s. 18 is a lengthy par 4, but holes like the par 4 7th and 12th and par 5 17th will give you a chance to score if you put together a few good shots. All in all, it is every bit of a championship course and will be the course you rush back to Pinehurst to play again and again. Pinehurst No.8 is just a few miles north of the main resort and only takes a few minutes to reach by car or golf cart. No.8 also has its own driving range as well as 2 practice greens and a chipping green with its own cavernous bunker to get you ready for what's in store on this championship course. Pinehurst No.8 is also known as the Centennial to commemorate the 100th year anniversary of Pinehurst. It was opened in 1995 and designed by Tom Fazio. Fazio has designed over 200 courses, including Shadow Creek in Las Vegas, Butler National outside of Chicago, Caves Valley near Baltimore, Congaree in Ridgeland, South Carolina, and Dallas National, to name a few. Pinehurst No.8 is a par 72 that plays 7,100 from the tips with a rating of 74.1 and slope of 137. From the white tees, it plays just over 6,300 yards with a rating of 70.3 and slope of 128. For mere mortals, try the Centennial tees at just over 6,000 yards. If your handicap is in the double digits, you'll be glad you did. The first hole at Pinehurst No.8 is a short dogleg left par 4. Off the tee, you'll only need about 210 to 235 to leave an easy 100 to 150 yard approach to a tough green. The ideal tee shot should be just past the left side of the fairway bunker and center left in the fairway. Too far left and just a little short can run you into the left side bunker. The mounded green slopes off from the middle to both sides, but it is a bit more extreme from center right. The second is a lengthy par 5 that feels longer than the posted yardage. Just off the fairway, there are bunkers on both sides. The fairway starts out wide and then narrows just after the right side bunker. For most players, your second shot will be to a large open expanse of fairway where there is plenty of room left, and this will leave you a nice angle home. The green is sort of bowl-shaped and does fall off from left to right. If you had trouble with the first green, you are in for it on the second. Overplay the break on the second green. This isn't your home course. The third is a challenging medium-length uphill par 4 that will play a club more on your approach. Beware of the fairway that runs left to right, too far right, and the trees will block your approach to a large crowned green with a false front. The fourth is a long par 4 that sort of bends to the left. You can try to trim off a bit of the length by hitting your drive over the waist area. You won't need to go too far left, as even medium-length drives will catch the downhill slope of the fairway that runs towards the green. Often wind is a factor on the fourth, as there is a large lake behind the green. It is also easy to roll off the back of the green on 4, and it is very tricky when the pin is in the back. The fifth is a very short par 3 that is deceptive in its shortness. I always play it about 10 yards longer. It is tough when the pin is up front. Much like the second green, it is over-exaggerated in its break. Even short putts are a challenge on the fifth. The sixth is a brutally long par 5. From the tee, you will be hitting over water to an elevated fairway. There is a hidden bunker left, but the left side of the fairway will give you your best angle for your second shot. I don't see how any player can get there in 2, so for your second shot, just keep it in the middle and avoid the bunkers that flank the fairway. It is very easy to slip off the backside of the green, and beware of the bunkers up front and to the left. You catch a break on the 7th. This relatively short par 4, thanks to a fairway sloping downward to the green, is one of the easier holes on the course. Big hitters beware of the right side, as it is easy to run out and into the woods. On the left, there is a sand bunker and grass bunker to avoid. The 8th is the signature hole on Pinehurst number 8. This long par 3 is parable if you hit the green. If you miss right, you are either losing a ball or wishing you did if you find the large greenside bunker. Coming up short or just to the left isn't the worst thing to have happen to you on the 8th. The 9th, a dogleg right, has perhaps the toughest green on the course. This 400-yard par 4 from the whites requires a monster drive. If you can cut the corner over the waist area, you may have a shot of sticking to the green on your approach. Big hitters should be aware that there is additional waist area and bunkers about 100 to 120 yards from the green. The green is really tough to hold, and I generally expect to be chipping back on with my third shot. The key here is not to chip over the other side, which I have experienced on more than one occasion. 10 brings you back to the clubhouse where you can grab a quick bite, but it's best to call ahead on the 8th or 9th tee box. Pinehurst number 8 often has a full tee sheet, and the pace of play is monitored by friendly rangers. Like the 7th, the 10th is a medium-length par 4 that runs downhill to a challenging green. Like the 7th, you are hitting blind to the green, so keep an eye out for the group in front of you. Unlike the 7th, the 10th green is hard to hold. If the pin is back right, don't even go for it. Just work your approach shot onto the left side and try to two-putt. I almost forgot, off the tee you will want to favor the center or center left of the fairway for a friendlier approach shot. The 11th is reminiscent of the par 5 second, though a tad bit longer. Stay in the fairway and avoid the bunkers and waist areas on both sides. Getting there in 2 is not only difficult, but it is basically pointless. The 11th green has an unforgiving false front, and just about anything not dead center of the green will end up off the green. Be careful of the right side of the green. There is a massive bunker waist area that robs pars. The 12th is a short and friendly dogleg right par 4. Avoid the right side at all costs, as there is some serious bunkers and waist area. Even moderate tee shots can get up close to the green if they land fairway left and run down just shy of the green. That does allow birdies from time to time. 13 is a bit of a daunting par 3. The back to front sloping green is tremendous and so easy to 3-putt. The 14th is a unique hole where the driver is on display. If hitting from the white, blue, or gold tees, you will need to cross a very large expanse of wetlands. For players that don't hit the driver too far, aim to the right of the bunker, just in front of the fairway. For those who can crush it, aim over to the left. Everyone else needs to just try to get over the bunker. From there, you will be aiming at a green that will not hold if you hit it on the edges. The 15th is a medium-length par 3 where if you miss the green just to the left, there's a good chance you may roll onto the green. Not so much from the right side. 16 is an easy par 4 if you can avoid the bunkers. Easy, that is, until you get to the green. If the pin is in the middle right and your approach shot isn't, enjoy a 3-putt. 17 is a perfect par 5. Perfect in that it entices you to get there in 2, and if you fail, you could be writing a double or triple onto your scorecard. Off the tee, keep it left, and that could open the door to get to this tough green in 2. The 18th is a true championship finishing hole. Over 400 yards from the tees, all uphill to a very nasty green that is protected by 3 large bunkers. Pinehurst number 8 is a great course that will challenge you from start to finish. My best round on the course was a 77, followed a week later with 101. If you aren't playing your A game, it will make you pay. There is no out of bounds on the course, but there are some natural areas and wetlands where you will be penalized. There are numerous waste areas on the course where you can ground your club, and a local rule I just learned about. If you are on the green but butted up against the fringe, apron, first cut, or whatever you want to call it, you are allowed to move your ball no closer to the hole. Greens fees range from $190 to $285 depending on time of year. And it is important to note that there are rumors that maybe as soon as next year, the only way to play the course will be as a resort guest or member of Pinehurst. If you are planning to move here, I can walk you through all the steps to become a member, and it is one of the best bargains in the country. For more information about golf, vacation packages, or memberships, check out their website at pinehurst.com or call them at 844-330-1669. When it comes to golf front property, there is none on Pinehurst No.8. There are about a dozen homes with golf views, but they are not on the course. If you are looking in Pinehurst or anywhere else in the Sandhills, give me a call or text at 845-365-3665 or send an email to brett@hmpfilms.com and I will show you all the area has to offer. Once again, I'm Brett Bevilacqua with Carolina Property Sales. Next week, I'm not sure where we're going to play.